What if a tiny personal feeling, that little spark of warmth you feel on a good day, could actually tell us something huge about the entire planet? We're going to explore whether a simple act of kindness could help us literally map global happiness.
I mean, think about it for a second. Maybe a stranger says something nice, or you're just sitting there quietly and poof, you just feel a little bit better for no real reason. We've all been there. It's a small, very personal feeling.
Okay, but what if that feeling wasn't just personal? Imagine if we could collect all those tiny moments from people all over the world. Could they actually come together to paint a bigger picture? Maybe even a map of human generosity across the entire globe?
While that exact idea is what's driving this really unique project called warmthankyou.com. And let me tell you, it's probably not what you're thinking. This isn't your standard research study or some big traditional charity.
So, what is it then? At its heart, it's a simple, independent experiment. And it's trying to get at a really fascinating question. How does our mood, that warm feeling inside, actually affect whether we're willing to share a little bit of that positivity with the world?
And the way it works is so simple, it's kind of brilliant. You just go to the site, it asks one super straightforward question. Feeling a little better today? And if you are, you get the option to leave a small, voluntary tip. That's literally it. The whole interaction is designed to be super fast, super easy. And we're talking a tiny amount here, just €2. See, the point isn't about raising a ton of money. Nope. The real goal is to capture a genuine, in-the-moment act of generosity that's sparked by nothing more than a good feeling.
And that right there gets to the absolute core of this whole experiment. It's about charting the path from an internal feeling, your mood, to an external action, your generosity. It's trying to draw that direct line, from feeling good to doing good.
So, you've got all these small individual acts. How does that become something bigger? Well, by collecting thousands of them, the project aims to build something that's honestly pretty groundbreaking, a totally new kind of global index.
Just picture that for a second, a live map of the world. But instead of showing weather patterns or traffic jams, it's showing waves of emotional generosity. It's like a real-time barometer for how the world is feeling, pulsing every time someone, somewhere, gives that little €2 tip just because they felt a moment of warmth. You can see how this is just worlds apart from traditional research, right? Normally, you get these slow surveys asking people to say how they feel. This experiment gets real-time data based on what people actually do. It's a living, breathing barometer of behavior, capturing actual choices in the moment. So a map of emotional generosity sounds cool, but why does it actually matter? I mean, what could we do with this kind of data? Well, it turns out the potential applications are seriously valuable. Okay, first and foremost, and this is huge, the project is all in on making its findings open source. Once the goals are met, this data will be a public resource, accessible to everybody. In an age where data is usually locked down and proprietary, that's a really big deal.
And just think about what that could mean. Nonprofits could use it to pinpoint the best times and places to launch their campaigns. Public health initiatives could tailor their messages to reach people when they're most open to hearing them. And for mental health researchers, this could offer a completely new window into our collective mood.
And this is where it all circles back to you, to the individual. This whole ambitious idea is only powered by people, by collective participation. It's fueled by every single person who chooses to be part of something bigger than themselves.
So that small act of warmth, that little tip, it's more than just a tip. It's a data point. It's your meaningful contribution to a significant, publicly available data set that could genuinely help us understand ourselves and our world a little bit better.
So we're left with this one final, kind of inspiring thought. What if we could actually see the world's generosity? Not as some grand, abstract idea, but as the sum of millions of tiny individual moments of warmth. Just imagine what we might learn.